So I'm here with
Matt Riddle from No Use For a Name.
And what are we doing here today, Matt?
It's a big festival show and it's cool. There, we play with, or I don't know. It's a festival with a lot of cool bands. We're playing with Good Riddance and Bad Religion, and we're stoked. It's fun. We play with those guys again tomorrow night too. So, but
you guys ever played North by Northeast before?
No.
So what's the?
Is it always here in this square?
Well, it's all over the city.
I know, but the main stage, is it always here?
Yeah, the big ones.
Then no. I've never played it. But it looks like Times Square here. I've never seen this part. I've always, like, Queen Street's right over there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm always over there. I've never seen this. Fucking awesome. Can I swear?
Yeah.
This is really cool.
So it's weird, eh? There's like all kinds of advertisements on stage. You guys were saying that it's like playing in a billboard.
Yeah. It's bizarre, but it's fun, you know. I mean, I think it was cool. Weird time of the day, you know. Sun's still up, but it's what it is. We had a good time.
When was the last time you guys were in Canada?
God, 4 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. I got, like I was telling you guys before, I got really sick. We took I was in the hospital for 6 months. Took a lot of time off, and then we did a few tours last year. But this is my first time. Last night actually was our first show in Canada. We have 3 altogether. So yeah, first time I've been up here since I got out.
And tomorrow you guys are off to Montebello?
Yeah.
Yep. Have you guys played Rockfest before?
No, but I hear it's massive.
Huge.
Yeah, it's funny. We have a guitar player with us. His name is Eric from the band Poor Habits. See what I'm doing there? I'm dropping shit, trying to be cool. But we toured with him up here before. We brought him up here, and today was the biggest show he's ever played. So he has no idea what he's in for tomorrow. Like, it's gonna be really funny.
Yeah, you think Toronto's good? Wait till you hit up Quebec.
It's gonna be ridiculous. Yeah.
You guys, you played in Quebec before.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever notice the difference between playing there and playing here?
It's a little more French. Well, we play in Montreal, which is really gnarly. Now, that's not really part of Quebec though, right? Or is it?
Oh, yeah.
Is it? But it's not, like, we've been into like Quebec City where it's like really
French.
Gnarly, yeah. And that's, yeah, the crowds are insane there. They're like, we call them like European crowds or like South American crowds. They're insane. You know, I mean, Toronto's like really a rad crowd. Like is this somebody's van?
No. Somebody can't drive.
But they're like, they're like really cool and nice, but they're a little more chill. You know what I mean? Like, but we always play the Opera House all the time here, and it was always a really great time.
You said you were
so on the last album you guys had out, it's been like almost 4 years. It's been 4 years.
4 years.
You got a song called Ontario.
That's yeah.
What's that about?
It's actually about it's a trip, actually. You read the lyrics, right?
I did.
Okay, I don't like yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of depressing. It's a bummer. It's a bummer story, so.
Okay. But is it about this Ontario? Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I was wondering.
Yeah.
You guys are working on a new album?
Yeah, well, we just got a new drummer. I don't want to say we just got him. He joined last year. But a lot of this touring has been about like trying him out, and we have Chris, our guitar player, who's actually with Lagwagon, but he's on tour with them right now. But you know, we're still trying to work on all the little kinks, and I'm kind of just back into the scene again.
Yeah.
So hopefully this year, that's what we're hoping for. We'll see.
Because I saw on Facebook, I think Tony, he posted.
He's been working on some songs
on his iPhone.
Yeah.
He hope he doesn't lose it.
Yeah. So we're working on some. I mean, there's been new songs in the works, but we don't have any studio time booked, nothing like that yet. So soon enough.
Is it gonna be more like the last album, like a lot more diverse?
I don't know yet.
Slower songs.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, we're like, the drummer we just got is like one of those what I call super musicians. He's he used to be in the Mad Caddies, and he's like, he can play anything really well. So we're gonna like maybe have some fun with that. Yeah. You know, I mean, Rory was a great punk rock drummer, but we need, you know, having a guy like Boz, it's going to open up a lot more doors for us, you know?
You guys also had Shiflet
Yeah,
He was in,
way back.
Way back. He was in Foo Fighters now. So you think your band kind of maybe has this, maybe like punk plus?
We hate guitar players, so we fire them and change them out as much as we can.
So all you guitar players out there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, stay away. Steer clear.
So it's been 25 years. And you've been in the band.
I joined in '96.
So you've been in for
Yeah, a long time.
16 years.
Something like that. Yeah.
And so how much have things changed in those 16 years?
Well, like, you know, we all got better at our instruments. You know, we're a lot better at playing than we used to be. The punk rock scene is virtually non-existent compared to what it was. You know what I mean? Now it's just music in general. Everybody just listens to music. So to go out and make like another old like skater punk album would almost make no sense. We really like playing. We love doing it, and so you kind of have to go a lot. Like I said, okay, like I'm 45 years old. If I write a skate punk album, hopefully people will understand that I'm not a skater. At 45, if I fall down, I'm gonna break a fucking bone. It ain't gonna heal anytime soon. So I'm not a skater. You know, when I skate punk albums, you can't do that anymore.
Your music's gotta grow as you do.
You have to grow. You have to grow with yourself. The music has to grow with you. That's just what it is.
Otherwise, it's not authentic. You end up being like Blink-182, 35 years old, singing about high school.
Yeah, and if 16 and 17-year-old kids show up and go, dude, you're not punk anymore, and you say, dude, you weren't around when we were punk. You weren't around when we were. So, you know, yeah. Talk to your dad about it. You know, he was there when we were punk.
You guys still playing as much as you guys used to, or things kind of slowing
Last
down?
year,
Well, I know you were.
Yeah, I was sick for a long time. Last year we did 3 month-long tours, which was pretty good since we didn't start until about August, because that's when I got out of the hospital in April. So I had 3 months at home trying to recuperate. I kind of had to learn to walk again and stuff. It was crazy. I was in a hospital bed that couldn't move.
Yeah.
So we did like a lot of touring last year, and this has been a little bit more chill this year, because like I said, still trying to figure a few things out. You know, it's what it is. So yeah, but we still, you know, we all have girls at home, you know, married, or like Tony has kids, and you know, we don't like to be away as long as we used to, because you do have to be a human being sometimes, you know.
For sure.
We've done the real grungy no shower for a month tours. I mean, a million times. I still don't shower. I don't give a shit. But you know, I'm married. I don't have nothing to prove. And I get home, she's like, "Fucking shower." I'm like, "All right," and that'll be that. So, nice.
Not affected by the millions that you don't see.
I think it makes sense then. Like, this is rare. I mean, this happens once a year that there will be a festival in the middle of downtown, free for punk bands.
Yeah.
It's only one day of the festival too that punk bands play.
Yeah, right.
There's not a lot, especially in Toronto now. There is nowhere for kids to go to shows.
Is the Opera House closed?
Opera House is, but bands rarely play there because it costs less money. It costs more money.
Yeah.
Like the Big Bob,
Yeah.
the Cathedral Reverb that's closed. It sells furniture now.
So it's like America.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's what America's like.
Yeah. Everything's closing down.
If you're not 19, you can't see a punk show unless you live in the suburbs. But even then, you gotta.
It's so shitty, dude. It's weird. It's really weird. It's like airports. It's the weirdest thing. Like people who put I think people listen to music. But okay, like you go to an airport, they give you the fucking worst time. And that's my new thing, you know, whenever they're like, "Oh, what's this? What are you carrying this for? How much money do you have on you? Let's go get a security check," you know, because we have a few tattoos. It's like, do you hate music? Like, you know, everybody who plays music gets hassled at the airport. And it's like everybody who plays music now is getting hassled to try to find clubs to play in. And it's just bullshit, dude. It's like, I guess you just don't like music anymore. That's just what it is. People just don't like music. So.
Or people are more into the electronic, the dubstep,
Hip hop.
Although there are some hip hop acts that they
Can't have enough of those.
They have like hardcore shows. They have pits, and they're skaters.
That's pretty rad.
Odd Future. They put on like a punk show, but it's hip hop. So
Wow.
that there may be some hope there.
That's kind of cool. Huh. That ain't bad.
So there might be like a resurgence, you know, of like that underground feeling to things. But otherwise, you kind of
It's a place for kids to go and have fun, blow some steam, right?
yeah. right, cool. To wrap things up, do you have a craziest moment? This is going to be a hard question to answer because you guys have been everywhere and played all kinds of shows, countries. But do you have a craziest moment in the 16 years that you've been in No Use for an End?
Craziest
One that
moment?
sticks out.
What's up, dude?
Let's go, dude.
What are you guys doing?
Interview.
Oh, nice.
That's Eric. You played with us today. God, dude, that's. To be honest, there's this line for us. Like, there's the stuff that happens. There's the stuff that happens that you don't really talk about.
Okay.
So yeah, there's been a lot of really crazy shit that's gone on. I remember a guy in a guy in our band, but I can't do that. Fuck. Yeah, there's been a lot of crazy stuff, but I can't really.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of like the craziest thing. I can tell you my worst experience in Toronto ever.
Sure. That's great too.
We were playing the Opera House probably 8 years ago, and I had some real gnarly personal stuff happen like the day of the show, like at home.
Right.
And my mind wasn't clear. Everything was all fucked up. And we were playing the show, and I was totally consumed with this other deal. And I literally went up and I was trying to get into the show, and got on stage and we grabbed all, "What's up, Montreal?" To Toronto. Told Toronto, "What's up, Montreal?"
Could have been worse. You could have said that so
Everybody
much.
fucking booed me to the point of like, I should just leave the stage right now. It was gnarly. It was really gnarly. And I go, ugh. So I actually explained my situation to them, the crowd, and told them why I did that and why it happened and it was a true story. I was so out of my fucking mind. I couldn't fix it. It was just one of those things. And so I fucked that up and I told them what happened, and they're like all started clapping. Like, they're okay, it's cool. Nice.
Montreal might have been a little bit more unforgiving. They might have been a little bit more unforgiving in Montreal. There's a rivalry.
Oh, I know there is, and that's why it was such a bad thing to do. So yeah, to do that in Montreal, I probably would have got my ass kicked. Here, at least they went, "You're an asshole," and then they said, "Okay, it's cool," and they clapped it off, and then we played the set. So every time I come here, I think of that. I'm like, I remember that time. That was awful.
Nice.
Like, my day wasn't bad enough. I had to do that. That was so shitty.
Nice. Was there anything else that you want to tell the people of Toronto?
I guess just how grateful we are that there's still cities like Toronto that appreciate music so much that we can still come here and play. You know, I think that's a huge thing. In fact, it's everything to a band. If you don't have people to play to, you can't be in a band. So, you know, we're eternally grateful for Toronto and cities like Toronto that allow us to keep doing it.
Cool. Mr. Matt Riddle, thank you for talking to me.
Absolutely.